Hello, users of the interweb. Today, we're going to be giving you just a brief update of some things that Google refreshed this summer, mainly today looking at Google Classroom. Number one, the ability to reorder your classes. If you've always looked at this and thought, man, I don't like the order that they're in, all you have to do now is drag and drop, and you can put them in any order you like to. Number two that I'm going to show you, and number 2 and 3 are going to show up at the same time. So they've also added a student view, an individual student view, so you can drill down to the student and the assignments they have turned in or not turned in. So if I click on students, I'm going to go ahead and find one of these students, and we can go ahead and look at the things that have been turned in. I can look at things that I've graded, and I can look at the things that are missing. Just for this student, I can target this student much easier now. Here's the other new feature. So I'll come over to this student that I'm grading, and Google Classroom now also allows you, number 3, allows you to grade in decimal points. If I need to grade this with a 90.5, I can now do that. Okay, number 4. This is one of my favorite ones, and veteran teachers of Classroom, this is also going to be a favorite. So when you're getting your kids to join your class, you're going to click on Students as normal, and there's your class code. Now you can click on it, and there is a display. We'll click on Display option, and now it's nice and big. It's nice and big, but you can even go even bigger, and there's a giant code. It's right there, and it's gigantic, and I think that's awesome. Okay, number 5, and like 5.5. It's coming, but it's not here yet. Is Google Forms. So a lot of us use Google Forms now for our quizzing. But the problem is when you do short answer questions, it doesn't grade them automatically. So now, when we go in to look at our forms and we see our responses, you have the summary, you have individuals, and you also can get a response summary by question. So this one right here, and they all had to write the word beaker, but my beaker was spelled like this. And so if they capitalized it, or they made it plural, or past tense, then it won't grade them correctly, but it will group them. So it'll say if 4 people did this one, do they get full credit? Yes, they do. Okay, this one, 17 people capitalized it. Did they get credit? Yes, they do. And then we'll come down here, and this one says a fat beaker. I don't think that's what we're looking for, so we can go ahead and mark that one incorrect. The 5.5 thing is, you still have to get the grades, and you have to export them to a spreadsheet to see the grades. Coming soon, Google Classroom will be able to import those grades directly into your gradebook. That's 5.5. All right, number 6 is the Works with Classroom website. So they've opened up the Coding to Classroom to other organizations and companies so that their software can work seamlessly with Classroom. So Quizzes, if you ever use that, has Google Classroom integration. So if you go through the whole process of creating a Quizzes, you'll now see this button. You may have seen it before and not known what was going on. It says Share with Classroom. So if I click on that Share with Classroom, it will notice that I have a Google Classroom account. It will pull all my classes in, and all I have to do is choose one of those classes, retitle it if I would like to, hit assign, and it will get pushed as an assignment to that class automatically. Number 7, there are SIS, Student Information Systems, I think that's right, where all the schools house their information for their kids. And if your SIS is listed in here, then your people on the back end at your school can actually use these now to generate your classes in Google and automatically enroll your students. Number 8. I'm just going to do it both ways because I don't know how it looks. Number 8 is you are now available to transfer ownership of a class to another student, you wouldn't want to do that, to another teacher. And the teacher can either do that as an owner or an admin can take that class and they can transfer it to whoever is in charge of that class now. Number 9 is their new site they've launched that helps people get Google Classroom off the ground if you're just getting used to it or just learning it, and it's called First Day of Classroom. They've organized all of the videos that they've seen on YouTube that other teachers around the globe have created for other teachers and for their students, and just kind of made a giant training website. Number 10. Now, this one is not is not a Google Classroom one. It's called Be Internet Awesome. It is a platform and a game that Google has launched to help kids stay safe. There's some great lessons in there, and the game is pretty fun. It's got some nice music. It's very zen. All right, that's it. Let me know what you think, and maybe let me know what you would like to see in the future.